With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year two. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. That's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens will take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Second down and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
We'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mahomes now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will be out of bounds on what will wind up being the final play of this 1st quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. 1st down, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, Jackson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a...
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And now Jackson will look to throw it, sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Sends it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check. 44, Mike, 44. I'm going to come back to you. Back.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now Mahomes.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, we're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 57 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mahomes now to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.